I think with the other side of the conversation is Pierce knowing the Raider way from a outside perspective, and now as a coach, not getting to know, but building that culture. And it's whatever right now the Raider way is whatever Pierce is going to make it, because he is the head coach. He is steering the ship right now. So the Raider way is what he is going to build. So you can't question the guy who's actually building the culture, what the Raider way is. Now, if you're talking about years past, then you can have that discussion.
Yeah.
But this is through Pierce's vision. He's building it. He's going to try to build it going forward.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. You're way more poetic than me. But I mean, Pierce, I mean, what he embodies is literally the Raider way. I mean, and even if Lombardi did want to talk about like how he builds a team, okay, Pierce really only had a say-so on a couple things as far as personnel goes. And one of them was Jack Jones. Jack Jones is the epitome of what the Raider way is. A second chance player, basically someone that's that is another team's trash that they just wanted to get rid of. And now he's our CB1.
Exactly.
And he was willing to put his job on the line. Like, he was pounding on the desk like, Mark, if this doesn't work out, get rid of
me. Yep. Get rid of me too.
That is so Raider. I mean, that is, there's nothing more Raider than that, man.
Yeah, and when you talk about the Raiders' history, it's like, oh, guys that other teams didn't want, and they come in, they have a chip on their shoulder. As you said, that's what Jack Jones is. You can't get any more Raider than that if you know the history of the team.
Right.
And how that team has banded together to say, okay, the outside noise is there. This team didn't want me. You know, they're talking about us. Rich Gannon, you know, he bounced around from team to team, goes to the Raiders, had a chip on his shoulder, comes in and has the seasons that he had with that team. So you look at the history and you look at what Antonio Pierce did with Jack Jones, and I guess some of the players that he's going to want to do that with going forward. I mean, to a lesser extent, Robert Spillane. Look, we criticized Robert Spillane. Wasn't that good in Pittsburgh. Balls out of his mind with the Raiders. And now he's arguably, to me, in my opinion, was one of the top linebackers this past season.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all about taking that player, not. And I'm not talking about rookies when I say this, but it's all about taking those veterans that you see something in. You can bring something extra out of them, bringing them into the Raider culture and saying, this is what you do best, and we're going to put you in position to succeed, even though it was rough in past spots. We believe in you, and we're going to get the most out of you. We're going to turn you into a premium player.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, you know, and not only that, you know, not only bringing in others from the outside, but giving players within the organization a shot too. I've been all about Malcolm Kuntz. Like, I felt like I was on that hill by myself early on the season because a lot of people didn't even want him to make the 53. And I'm like, I saw something from him early on. I'm like, man, he just needs an opportunity. And now look at him. And I think a lot of people were kind of feeling that way for Trayvon Moore as well. I think a lot of people were ready to give up on him. I think Moore played very well this year. And then, you know, I feel the same way about Ja'Cory Bennett. Like,
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah. So it's like, sometimes you got to give these guys a chance. I hope Diablo's the same way. I mean, you don't know, but my thing is I think our fans, they forget, you know, how valuable like development is. Like, guys, you know, when you get in, you know, day one, that's not how you're going to be in year 2 and year 3.